Are you happy with your weight? Are you happy even with your own body image? Well, so many people are so frustrated that they can't seem to manage their weight. Well, it is no surprise, as we live in a world where burger is the king and dairy is the queen, and many of us are consuming the 5 new food groups: frozen, fast, fried, junk, and processed foods. We're also consuming something called crap: carbonated, refined, addictive, and processed foods. And these foods are playing havoc on our body, and they're causing lots of problems. And most of us today reach out and try to figure out a way that we can lose weight and balance hormones and reduce inflammation. And we try things like the keto diet, the Atkins diet, the Weight Watchers diet, the 1200 calorie diet, the master cleanse. The problem is they don't work. Why? Because you have a unique body chemistry and you need an individualized, customized plan to help you achieve your weight loss goals. So today I want to talk to you about something that is revolutionary, something that is really dear to my heart, and it's called Metabolic Balance. I have been a Metabolic Balance coach and helped over 800 people achieve their weight loss goals. It is a program that is in 35 countries around the world, and it is a customized, individualized plan to help you lower weight, reduce inflammation, and balance out your hormones. And it's based on the premise that we have 4 types of fat in the body. We've got brown fat, white fat, subcutaneous fat, and visceral fat. Well, the brown fat is mostly found in your shoulders. It's a type of fat that turns on if you get chilly. Babies are born with lots of brown fat, and that makes them a little bit chubby. The white fat, that provides your body with extra energy when you've used it up. And subcutaneous fat, that's the fat we find at our waistline. We can pinch it. It's unsightly, but it's not dangerous. But the most dangerous fat of all is something called visceral fat. You see, visceral fat is the fat that wraps around your tummy, also wraps around your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your pancreas, and it puts something in your system called cytokines. And cytokines are going to cause inflammation in the body. And you will know you've got too much visceral fat by the size of your waist. So gentlemen, if you were to take a measuring tape and wrap this measuring tape around your waist, if your waist size comes in more than 40 inches for a male or 35 inches for a female, then you have too much visceral fat. The problem with visceral fat, it causes something called metabolic syndrome, which is heart disease, diabetes, cardiovascular problems, and blood lipid disorders. And Metabolic Balance is designed to lower all of these, to manage visceral fat, and to manage insulin in the body. You see, everything happens to do with insulin, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. Metabolic Balance gives you a plan that manages insulin in the body. So how does this work? Clients come in, I spend approximately 90 minutes with them, and we do a personal profile intake. So this includes everything: how old you are, how much weight do you want to lose, do you have any medical conditions, are you on any medications, and do you have a food preference? Are you a vegan? Can you eat fish? Do you want me to take soy off this program? So once this intake is done, I then put my clients on a scale, and we measure everything from BMI to the fat in the 5 quadrants of the body: arms, legs, torso, muscle in the 5 quadrants of the body, what your BMI, which stands for body mass index, what your percentage of body fat is, even how old you are. Once this is all done, then I give you a requisition and we send you to a lab. You see, what we do in the creation of the program is we send you to the lab and we do 35 blood values. So we get 3 pages of each person's individual history. So if your cholesterol is high, if your CRP is high, your plan will be generated based on these numbers, based on your medications, based on your health problems. So a person can do the plan who wants to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, even up to 100 pounds. Clients can do this plan if they have Parkinson, headaches, migraines, acne. It's designed to help with every one of these conditions, because each food that's chosen for you is based on your blood chemistry and your personal profile. Once this information is all taken in, then what I do is I send all this information to Germany, where physicians create your program. This program has 4 phases to it: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. You will get a customized, individualized program based on your personal health history, and I will give you a booklet. You will also get your own template, your own food, exactly the foods you need to eat and how much of it. Now, it does have 4 phases, so there's a couple of things that we need to do. Number 1, we need to also put you on 8 rules. You're going to follow these 8 rules for the rest of your life, and that's going to continually keep your inflammation down, manage your hormones, and to keep the weight off. The 8 rules are all designed to lower insulin. So you'll get this little card from me. So remember, insulin is a fat storage hormone, and the plan is designed to lower insulin. So we're trying to keep your sugars balanced throughout this. And I found that even with people who have type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver disease, we have been able to get them off their medications with the help of their doctor. So the 8 rules you will follow for the rest of your life are: you have to have 3 meals a day. You see, if you skip meals, if you intermittent fast, there's a tendency for people to overeat at different times of the day. So you must have 3 meals a day. Number 2, you must make sure that you wait 5 hours between meals, because if you eat between meals, insulin is always going to be elevated. So the old thing we used to talk about, have 6 meals a day, that is rubbish. You need to have 5 meals, and you wait 5 to 7 hours between meals. The next rule is you can't allow any meal to last longer than 1 hour. You see, if you continually eat past the 1 hour mark, you've had your dinner at 7 and then you go get some chips and then you go get some ice cream, insulin is always elevated. Remember, insulin is a fat storage hormone. This program is designed to lower insulin in the body. You also need to take 2 bites of protein before you eat anything else. Why? Because when you take 2 bites of protein, you release the hormone glucagon and not insulin. And this stabilizes your blood sugar. So every meal, you'll start off with either 2 bites of eggs, 2 bites of cheese, 2 bites of meat, or 2 bites of nuts. And these rules will become so secondary to you that you will follow them forever. Next, you only can have 1 protein at a time. So this whole idea of bacon, eggs, and ham and cheese, or having Greek salad with cheese on it and then a piece of fish, we won't be doing that. Why? Because when you have 2 proteins at one time, it creates over-acidification in your body, and when you're over-acid, it's very difficult for your body to lose weight. Next, we can only eat up until 9 p.m. at nighttime, and you have to drink a lot of water. Metabolic Balance Germany will tell you exactly how much water that you need to consume each day. So that can go from 2 liters and up to 4 liters, depending on how much weight you need to lose. And lastly, you have to consume 1 apple a day. Why? Because there is no other fruit that lowers your uric acid and lowers your cholesterol like an apple. And the apples we recommend are Gravensteiner, Ida Red, Jonathan, McIntosh, and even a Granny Smith apple. As a metabolic balance coach, I provide you with everything that you need to achieve your weight loss goals. You will get a cleanse from me, because we start your program with a 2-day cleanse. Now, this cleanse can be fun. You might not like me after this, but I'll get over it. You drink this stuff in the morning, only 1 package, and then in your customized plan, it will tell us what you can eat for 2 days. So you will be given a choice of either fruit all day, vegetables all day, fruit all day, or potatoes all day. No coffee, no tea, lots of water. Or you'll have an alternative choice, which is half your normal breakfast, a soup at lunch with an apple, and dinner would be a big plate of vegetables with no dressing. So you have 5 choices, maybe 4, depending on your blood values, and you'll eat that for 2 days. Why do we do that? Because we need to reset your metabolism. We're also in the first 14 days, this is called strict conversion, we're going to take the fat out. And ladies and gentlemen, the best part is we are going to reduce your exercise. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the less exercise we do, the better the plan is going to work. So you're going to get your own template with your own food. Now, you do have to measure all your food. So I will provide you with a food scale, so you'll measure all of your food. I will provide you with your cleanse. You will also be getting some vitamin D from me, because vitamin D helps to lower inflammation, and you will get something called basic tabs, which also makes your body really alkaline. I will also provide you with the 2 types of bread, because there's only 1 bread that we eat. One is rye Vita crackers and one is 100% rye bread. Why do we have these types of bread? Because they have a low glycemic value. Remember, food either burns like straw or it burns like coal. With metabolic balance, we are stabilizing your blood sugars. We are balancing out your insulin. We are lowering your inflammation. We are helping you to lose weight. And the best part about this whole program, in the first 16 days, you can lose anywhere from 5 to 20 pounds. And I have seen so many people achieve their weight loss goals well, for sure, most people lose between 5 and 12 pounds, but many people have lost upwards of 20 pounds in the first 2 weeks. And the fat does not hang off your body. People love this program. Their energy goes up, the inflammation goes down, and once a week after your 16 days, you're going to be allowed to have one treat meal, which means you can eat and drink whatever you want one night a week. The problem is now your body's become very sensitive to sugar and to salt. So when you do have your treat meal, you might not find it that appealing, but it allows us to go and live a normal life. So again, you have 4 phases. Phase 1 is the cleanse. Phase 2 is the strict conversion. Phase 3, when we get you to your goal weight, I'm going to keep you at your goal weight, add some new foods in it because you'll have your own template. You're going to get your own protein list, your own vegetable list, your own fruit list, and then phase 3 will add new food. When we get you to phase 4, we're going to implement several things. 1, you're going to be exercising every day. 2, you're going to be following the rules. You're still going to have a metabolic balance breakfast, a metabolic balance lunch, and you can eat whatever you want for dinner because your metabolism has been reset. It's really important for us to maintain those rules, to drink the water, and clients who've been doing this love it. They feel so good. And as a nutritionist, I love when people reach their goals. There's nothing that makes me happier to see somebody transform. And the best part about all of this, we take your picture before, we take your picture after, and guess what? You're going to look younger. So if you're ready to change your metabolism, to lower inflammation, to balance your hormones, and to lose weight, contact me and let's get you started on Metabolic Balance.